How's it going, everybody? My name is Ryan Faircloth. I'm here at NSA in St. Paul's, North Carolina, and today I'm going to talk about catching. Well, first and foremost, before I get into catching, I want to give a shout out to my batting glove company, Pro Sway Gloves. Without a doubt, some of the most durable batting gloves I've ever used, and as a professional athlete, I highly recommend them. If you haven't tried out a pair, definitely go and try them out. I'll link the website down below in the description. Alright, so first thing I'm going to talk about today in this video, we're going to talk about blocking in particular today. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about blocking wise is having a proper secondary stance. Now, Coach, what do you mean by that? Alright, when I'm talking about proper secondary stance, meaning everything is lined up directly with the pitcher. I don't know how, I've seen a bunch of kids between 8 to 15 years old whose secondary stances are not proper, okay? So when you're in a proper secondary stance, you want to make sure that my feet and my hips are perfectly in line with my pitcher every single time. Now, Coach, why does that make a difference? If my feet are lined up every single time, when I go to block, my knees are properly in line, which makes my upper body properly in line. So ball hit me in the lower abdomen, the ball will fall right here in front of me. If my feet are not in line, let's say my right foot is back by about 2 inches, look what it does with my angle. Now that that ball hits me, center mass, it's going to ricochet and misdirect, okay? So good little thing to do here is just grab 2 baseballs, okay? Get up in your stance, make sure you are properly aligned, sink down in your secondary stance and put a baseball at your feet, and then just stand up and take a look if you're aligned. If you're aligned, you've got a good secondary stance, okay? Furthermore, now we're going to talk about proper glove path when we are blocking, okay? So first thing when we're talking about catching in general, the glove always follows the ball. Whether we're receiving, the glove follows, okay? It's the same exact way with blocking, okay? Our glove always follows where the ball is. And one of my favorite drills is actually called the 3-ball drill. So if you look behind me, I've got 3 baseballs, all ranging in different locations on where you would potentially have a ball thrown in the game. So first off, ball right here down the middle, okay? And this is not a drill you guys have to do 100%. You can go about 50, 60% so you guys can get the fundamentals down. Okay, so same thing applies. Make sure you have a proper secondary stance. Everything is lined up with your pitcher. Start off at the middle. Nice, easy, 50%. Ball's right here, my glove. Nice and easy, okay? Ball to my left, okay? Same thing with our stance, okay? So now the ball's over here, so now my glove goes here, and once my glove goes there, it is a push off of this foot, okay? So it's boom, push, And I hear a bunch of coaches nowadays, especially in the younger age, say, block the ball back to the plate, block the ball back to the plate. I disagree with that theory because what it does for a younger kid is he wants to block the ball directly back at the plate. So he'll try to overcompensate and he'll get way over here. Ball hits him in the chest, it's going to ricochet that way. So my theory is ball to my left, always try and block it in between the second base bag and the second baseman. That is your line for blocking. All right. Now, when we go to blocking to the right, once again, my glove always follows the ball. So up in a secondary stance, glove follows, and now is a push. Follow and push. And now my angle on this is in between second base and the shortstop. All right, that'll give you enough time to block the ball semi back to the plate, but still blocking it to yourself. All right, you don't have to do this full speed. Do about 50, 60% and get the proper fundamentals down. So something to leave with here today. Number 1 is be calm and collect when you're blocking. You don't want to be anxious. You don't want to be stiff, okay? You got to be real soft when we're blocking. So when we're blocked, drop and exhale. Get here and go. All right, that makes my upper body loose and I'm not tense. If you take a baseball and throw it up against a brick wall, what's it going to do? It's going to ricochet really, really hard. If you take a baseball and throw it up against a pillow, it's going to absorb it and it's not going to go as far. So take your upper body and pretend you got a pillow, okay? Block it with a pillow. All right, and the second thing, this 3-ball drill, all right, 25 blocks on every single ball, 25 in the middle, 25 to the left, and 25 to the right. And always, glove follows the ball. Have a good one, guys.